my good people. Send you love and light. Love and light, okay? Thank you to everyone that comes to watch the video. Thank you so much. If you are subscribed, I appreciate it. If you have not had the same chance to subscribe, then go ahead and hit that button right now for me. You can hit the bell notification so that whenever I upload, you will be notified. Okay? Okay. Let's get this party started, right? Let's get this party started quickly. So, so it's like we're gonna touch on a few subjects. Like this might turn out to be just like a rant, right? But all needed information, okay? You can listen and take it in and use my perspective to gain your own perspective. It would help if the things that I say, I mean, you can use this in everyday life, right? But the things that I say, it would be very helpful if you would only allow yourself to view what I'm saying, to take what I'm saying in the highest, the best way possible. You know, like a person can say something and you could think of it like down, pointing down like negatively. You can think of it negatively right off. Or you can get what they're saying and only see the best and the most positive up way for it. So it will really help you, the things that I say, to go up, right? To try to see the best perception from them. That will be helpful. Okay? So you can become inspired. Choice. You can become inspired by things, by people, by quotes. You can become inspired by them, or you can become angered by them. Yeah, it's a choice. It's a choice. Yeah. It's a choice. Just a little bit. I want to talk about going through the ascension process. I would say that like nothing about it is easy. Right? But when I think of that and I say that, it's so that honestly, some of it is so easy that the programmed human mind makes it very hard and complicated. So, again, the ascension process is not easy. Okay? I guess what I'm saying too, like it becomes not easier, but like more manageable the more you allow yourself to come out of the programming, the programmed mind, the more you allow yourself to make decisions from your heart space, Instead of your mind, the lower mind, or like from an egoic space, then it becomes more manageable. So, and that right there makes me think of vulnerability. Yeah. So, vulnerability, you know, I would have always thought that being vulnerable was like a sign of weakness, and being strong is like a person. Like if you're strong, like I felt like being strong was like a person who did not have to, or just did not show vulnerability, did not show their true self, really. Like they always like remained a mystery. They might even use the word aloof. A person that comes across a little cold-hearted, like a person who like just doesn't care. Like, you feel like a person, oh, they just don't care. Yeah. But I have come to realize that to be vulnerable, to be in touch with your nurturing side, to have an open heart takes so much strength. Yeah. Crying. I'm crying. I'm just say it like it is. Crying. You have to have so much strength to cry. Even alone, even when you're alone, like to allow yourself to have a certain thing going on. And sometimes you don't even have to have a situation going on. But sometimes, you just feel a certain type of way. And along with that way you're feeling, tears want to come. Tears want to come. And, yeah. But tears are very replenishing. Tears are very replenishing, like refreshing. It's like maybe being in the rain raining down on you. Like your tears is like rain for the body, rain for the soul, for the self. Like you're raining within yourself, so to speak. So yeah, the ascension process. So within that process, that heart begins to crack, begins to open, because throughout life, throughout years, different things that happen and go on and transpire, different traumas, you know what I'm saying, that happen. And before we know it, sometimes we don't even know it or realize it. We probably thinking that we're functioning with a healthy heart, but we have no idea how closed and hard our heart has become. Where we don't allow in any aspects of love. We don't allow in any aspects of nurturing. We don't allow in any softness. We don't allow it in. Our heart doesn't allow it in because it has become closed and hard. But going through ascension, it cracks your heart wide open. Yeah. Wide open. So of course, if your heart is hard and rigid, and now there's this process that you're going through, there is something causing your heart to move, it's moving, it's doing something different from what it's been. It's been just solid. So now you're going through these months and these years, and it's you know that there is something going on within yourself, within your body, within your mind, something's happening and transpiring. So again, I have equated, in prior videos I have done on ascension, I have equated it to being or feeling like a heart attack. Like that's some of the symptoms. Like you might feel certain pressure, certain aches, pains in your heart area, your chest area, that for me, because everybody's, I'm sure, is somewhat different, but for me, I felt as if I may have been having a heart attack, because I literally felt the pain in my heart, and later I come to realize that my heart was opening. My heart was becoming soft and manageable again. But you better know it before getting to even where I am now. Oh, went through very, very, all the emotions. Went through all the emotions. So of course, somebody's trying to do something to you that is totally opposite of what it's been. It's like, oh, I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. So anger comes first. Some form of anger, or some form of, when you feel like you're being made or forced. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I couldn't put the words together what was happening to me, but I knew something was happening within myself that was opposite or different from what's been going on. So anger comes, but there's no way around it. There's no way around it. You know what I'm saying? You can make the process easier or harder on yourself. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, me. I definitely took the long road. I took the long road, okay? Yeah. I took the long road. But here I am. And it was still all was for my good, That's where that stubbornness comes in at, and that ego and that pride comes in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was full of it, you know what I'm saying? Hey, however hard a heart can become, I had that. I had that. So, yeah. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for this process that I am going through. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's such a beautiful thing. Mm-hmm. So, there are 3 types of people. There's 3 types of people. You have poor people, you have rich people, and we have wealthy people. Okay? And we can start in discussing these three types of people and only think of it as a mindset. We're going to eventually tie into, it being a financial thing, a certain lifestyle equated to these three types of people: poor people, rich people, and wealthy people. But I want to begin at where everything begins, in the mind. So we're going to start with the mindset. When I think about the mindset, they say something is set in stone. So it's like the way it is. Like it's just the way it is. The way it's programmed. Like it's a programming, meaning repeat it. The ing is like it's something repeated. So it's the way you respond, the way you are programmed in your thinking, in your mind. Is your programming, is your mind, is your thinking of a poor mindset? Is your programming in your thinking, is it in a rich mindset? Or is your programming and your thinking in a wealthy mindset? These three types as well is going right along with the ascension process. So we're going to begin at the lower level, ground level, ascension, 3D, the ground level. We're going to start there. Poor. The poor mindset. The poor way of thinking. So that is 3D. That is a person who is what we call sleep. You're asleep. You're poor. Okay? If you want to talk about it on a learning level, as a student. Yeah, as a student. You want to put it on a student level. What level are you as a student? If you have a poor mindset of thinking, you are a dropout. You're a dropout. Why are you a dropout? I feel like the poor mindset, listen, is someone who already knows everything. They know everything. They really don't have any thing that they don't know. Like there's nothing you can really tell them. They already know it. Yeah, there's nothing you can really say to them because they don't care. Because, you know what I'm saying, they don't need to hear that. They don't care to hear that. Yeah. Have you ever met somebody like that? I've met people like that. I've been that person. Yes, I've been that person. I know what I need to know. And even if I don't know it, you're not finna tell me. I don't want to hear it from you. Yeah, I know that, and I know that, and I know that. I know everything. I already know everything. So I have no room for growth because why? I already know everything. I've been there. Praise God. That is a poor way of thinking. That's a poor programming, poor mindset. It has been set in stone, stone being your brain, stone, set in your mind to think like you think, and you are poor. Your sleep. Yeah, this person is not teachable. They're not teachable. They're not coachable. They always have something to say. And when you always have something to say, you're not listening. You're poor. And we have yet to talk about your finances. We're not even talking about finances right now. We're not talking about your money flow. We're talking about your mind. Your way of thinking. You're poor. You see the glass half empty. I know you've heard of that. You see the glass as half empty instead of as half full. You have a scarcity mindset. A scarcity mindset is you feel like all of your resources and things for you feel like that they are scarce. You feel like they have ran out. You feel like they will run out. You feel like you don't have very much left, and you're coming from that mind like, well, I don't have much left, so I'm going to treat what I have as if there's nothing else coming in. Yeah, you're only planning for today and for right now. Right now. Today, right now. That's what you're planning for. You're planning for the day. Scarcity mindset. You're poor. Yeah. I've said it once, I'm going to say it again here. There is no video that I have done that I have not been through everything I'm talking about. Everything. Any video that I have done, I am able to discuss it because I've experienced it. I've went through it. I am able to discuss and talk about the poor mindset because I once was there. I once was there. Yeah. Let's talk about the rich mindset. Rich. Yes. The rich mindset. I am rich. It's cool to be rich. You want to put it on a scale from 1 to 10, or a scale from 1 to 50. Poor being 1 or 2. Rich being 5 or 6. Yeah, on a scale from 1 to 100. Poor being 1 to 5, 1 to 10. Rich being 50 to 60. Yes. So we say, shoot, I'm rich. We say it's better than being poor. It's better than being poor. You know what I'm saying? I'm rich. But I learned some things while doing my information searching, even about being rich. So we back on the levels and ground levels. So now here you are in the middle. You're in the middle. The ground, you're in the middle. All right, you're in the middle. So if you're in the middle, that means there's somewhere else to go. It's somewhere else to go, okay? But you're in the middle. You're not on the ground. You're rich. Okay. All right, if you're talking about it being a student, this is a college student. You're rich, you're a college student. You're someone who is you're eager to learn. Even if it's on one certain subject, but you're eager to learn. You're eager to figure out that one, even it's probably just one thing. You're trying to figure it out. you have now become a person who is teachable. That is, even if you're teachable in a certain area. Yeah, you have found your passion, you found something you like to do, you found your niche, and you at least have become teachable. You're willing to learn, at least in that one area, at least. Because, again, the poor mind, they know everything already. So a person that knows everything, they can't be taught nothing. They don't need to be taught nothing. And hey, if it's something for them to learn, hey, they don't want you to tell them. They don't want you to tell them. They don't want you to tell them, or you to tell them, you to tell them. Like, there's nobody that can tell them. So that's a poor mind. But the rich mind, they at least are willing to listen and learn at least about one subject. A college student, you're rich. You have gained some kind of thirst for knowledge, at least in one area. All right? So for this rich person, I'm going to tell you about the rich person. The rich person, you know, I'm going to say it's a little twist there, but you know, I wanted to know, because you have poor, you have rich, then you have wealthy. So rich, wealthy, you know, because, you know, I want to be rich, you know what I'm saying? But then I hear wealthy, and then it's like, so what's the difference? That's what I wanted to know. What was the difference in rich and wealthy? You know, because I hear about wealthy people, but no, I really hear about rich people. So, you know, younger, I was saying, I want to be rich. I want to be rich. I want to be rich. But here the recent years, I'm like, wealthy, generational wealth. What's that? You know what I'm saying? Rich is like no longer, I'm trying to figure out what wealth is. So I had to put together and figure out what was the difference between rich and a wealthy mind. So again, a rich person have at least opened themselves up to want to gain knowledge or know more, at least about one subject, at least one. I mean, it could be more, it could be a lot. They could just be open to learn, period, right? But at least they have opened themselves up to one area. And they have figured out, they have mastered how to make money in at least one area. Yeah, they have mastered how to make money. They know how to make money. They got at least one. So you think of an entrepreneur, you know, they have at least one source or one stream of income. Yeah. They're whatever. They're a construction worker. They do hair. They're a barber. Whatever it is that they do, they have mastered that one skill. They making money from it. I'm talking about money coming in. They mastered that. But I tell you about this rich person. They got a bunch of liabilities. Bunch of bills. Yeah. Probably a lot, not every, but a lot of rich people have been in bankruptcy. They're probably in bankruptcy. They have a bunch of liabilities, a bunch of bills to pay off, a bunch of loans from that business that they started. Yeah. They got money coming in, but they got money going out. So, you know, every day they got to keep it going to remain rich. But praise God, they're not on the ground. They're here. They doing something. They're doing something. They're gaining some type of knowledge. They're open to something. You're rich. A college student. Now, let's talk about the wealthy. The wealthy. Why I want to spell it, I want to spell it. I want to spell wealthy. I don't know why I want to spell wealthy. W-E-A-L-T-H-Y. Wealthy. I am wealthy. You can repeat that. Repeat that. I am wealthy. Repeat that. All right. A wealthy mind has become the professor. Talking about a student level. They have become the teacher. They are the professor. Wealthy. They not only have gained knowledge, but they have turned their knowledge into wisdom. A wealthy person has figured out how to not just one stream of income, they don't know just one thing. They have acquired knowledge that they have turned into wisdom. So they have different avenues and different ways and different streams. Okay, it's constant. Yeah, it's constant. A wealthy person, it's not, it doesn't necessarily have to be a constant thing of making sure that money is flowing, because a wealthy person they have gotten to where on the ascension process, they're in the sky. They are with the birds. They have their wings. They are flying. Okay? They have resources. They have gained and acquired resources and assets. And these resources and assets, without them doing any kind of labor, the assets is generating funds. Yeah, a wealthy mind have residual income. You make money in your sleep. There's money that hits your bank account randomly, or should I say periodically, throughout the month. A wealthy person has no liabilities. They have no debts. They have no bills. I won't say no bills, but no debts. So I think I'm saying past due debts. That's what it'd be. So yeah, a wealthy mind does not have any debts. They don't owe debts. They have cleared all that up. This wealthy person has become a master. They have mastered the laws. When I talk about laws, I'm saying a wealthy person, I can guarantee you, is what they call a philanthropist. Someone who gives to charities. They have charities that they give to. Like, it's just something that they do. It's they don't just decide on it like one day, but they have a charities that they give to. They have gained the concept, because there's a concept. So when I say concept, I mean laws. There are laws that goes along with ascending, that goes along with leveling up, that goes along with elevating from the rich, from poor to rich to wealthy. And once you catch on to these laws, adapt to these laws and concepts, then I mean you have acquired the knowledge. Some of the concepts, I'm going to tell you some of these concepts in scriptures. It's more precious to give than it is to receive. Once you not only know us, can say that and you know it, you know what I'm saying, you can quote the scripture, you know what I'm saying, you've heard that before, you know. But once you begin being that, Yeah. You're no longer needing to be lent money. You don't need someone to lend you money. No, I'm saying the opposite. Yeah, you're no longer borrowing, but you are the lender. Yeah. You have become the loan agent. You have become the bank. You are the ATM. Yeah. Are you the ATM in your family? Huh? Huh? Are you the lender or the borrower? These are concepts. These are laws. It says, give and it will be given back to you. Are you a giver? Do you not know that, I had to find this out. Did you not know that it is better to not give than to give when you really don't want to? I had to find that out. I'll say it again. It is better to not give than to give when you really don't want to. So you have certain little stories in the book. I started thinking of the man that gave his shirt off his back because he didn't have any money. He didn't want to be the only one not giving anything, so he gave the shirt off his back. Thinking about Cain and Abel. Abel gave, I don't want to say the most to God, but the first thing he gave, the first thing that he did when he got his, I'm going to just say, they say inheritance, right? But the first thing Abel did when he got his income taxes is he gave to God. Before he went and bought his car, before he went and bought a 60-inch, before he went and bought himself anything, he gave to God. Cain, his income taxes was almost gone. He got to the end and he gave God just a little bit of what he had left. And then he got mad at Abel because Abel was blessed by God for thinking of him first. How you gonna be mad at Abel for the choice he made? You had a choice to make. Abel had a choice to make. How you gonna be mad at Abel for the choice he made? Ain't that something? We all have choices to make. So Cain didn't get mad at himself. Cain got mad at his brother. Anyway, I can go all night on that. It's all right though. It's all right. What else do we have here? Okay, let me tell you. We're going to come out. Okay? We're going to come out and we're going to come up. That's what we're going to do. That's even if we got to do a kicking and screaming. All right? I've been kicking and screaming. I have. I've been pouting. I threw some tantrums. I sure did. But you want to know what? I'm out. And I'm up. And I give all the praises to the Most High, Absolute Father. Yes. For not letting me go, for sticking by me through my tantrums. Yeah, love, unconditional. Because me, I'm telling you about me. Me, if I was in my flesh, allowing it to rule, and somebody gonna throw a tantrum, I'm gonna leave you right there where you at. Yeah. The Father didn't do that. And He's not gonna do it to you either. You're coming out, and you're going up. Period. Okay? Period. I won't have it no other way. You know, I smile more. That is one reason, one way how I know God is able. I'm telling you right now. I know you like, because you smile. No. You're not listening. I know for sure I already knew. But hey, God is able. For real. You hear me? God is able. Then I found out, and then I actually see that it's true, that smiles are contagious. Smiles are. They are. Yes. I seen this person smiling so big. I promise you, my mom used to smile like that. But outside of that, my mother, she used to smile so big, what I call a Kool-Aid smile. But outside of that, and that's been so long ago. Yes. Rest in heaven to my mother, Sonia. Why? Okay? She ain't far away. She ain't far away at all. But when I tell you outside of her, I had never seen anyone smile so big. And I saw this person smiling. I'm talking about ear to ear. I'm talking about from temple to temple. I ain't never seen nothing like it. So it almost looked strange to me. It looked weird. I just was like, what in the world? Why are you doing that? But they were smiling. And it's something about it when I saw it. Now I do it. I just be like, I just be smiling. Woo! God is able. Okay? All right. Poor, rich, and wealthy. Which one are you? Okay? I am wealthy. So now I'm thinking about a lifestyle. It all boils down to a lifestyle. You know, the type of lifestyle that you're living, the type of lifestyle that you desire to live. Because I want to say, you know, even to the poor mindset, the first step is recognizing for self that you have a poor mindset. You have to accept it. You have to recognize it for yourself. You know, that's the only way you can become teachable. It's by saying and knowing to yourself, like, I have a poor mindset. Start right there. And that takes strength. Start right there. Now, once you admit that, you realize that, recognize that for yourself. Now, I feel like you're well on your way. Now you can start somewhere. Now you can become open. Open. Ears open. To bettering your lifestyle. Bettering your way of living. Bettering the way you talk to yourself. Bettering the things that you buy and you purchase. Bettering what you do every day. What are you doing with your money? What are you doing with yourself? What are you doing with your mind? What are you putting in it every day? And I'm telling you right now, we have to put more than social media in our heads every day. If that's the only reading that you do, is from social media, Yeah, and I had to figure that out. Social media, 24/7. That's a poor mindset. Poor mindset. You scrolling all day long, and what you're reading is people posting their own personal business and thoughts, and this happened and that happened and blah blah said this and said that, and that's all you reading. That's all you putting in. I'm trying to figure out where you finna get rich and get wealthy from that at. It's a poor mindset. You are what you eat. Something else I had to gain knowledge on. So I've been seeing a lot quality over quantity. Okay? So I have began to care more about the foods that I'm eating, what types of food that I'm eating, where this food is coming from, you know, what quality of place am I getting my food from? You know, for a poor mindset, me even discussing, I'm going to tell you, listen to me. This is ways that you can identify where your mind is at. Me discussing the quality of food and the place that I'm purchasing my food from, the quality of that place. Me even saying this to you is it's stupid. You don't get it. You don't care. Like, where I get it from? I don't care. Poor mindset. That's all that is. That's why you don't get what I'm saying when I say that. That's why I sound stupid to you when I say I have began to care about the quality of food, the quality of the place, the restaurant, the where I'm purchasing my food. I began to care about that. And for you, it's like, oh, that's stupid. Yeah, that's okay. We all have to start somewhere. But that is a poor way of thinking. And it's a process. It takes time. Yeah. Eating a 4 for 4 is okay for some people. For some people, you love a 4 for 4. And it's okay. But as you advance, that quality of food is no longer okay with you. Yeah. As my orange becomes, got this orange sitting over here, and right when I'm talking about food, it's like it's just jumping out at me here, you know? And again, I'm going through this process too. Because, you know, I try to be as authentic as possible. I am not sitting here as if I have arrived, you know? You know what I'm saying? Still going through my process. I'll tell you this. Whatever you go to the store and you purchase, you go grocery shopping, whatever it is you purchase, you're going to eat it. So I have been more mindful while grocery shopping what I put in my basket, what I purchase, and what I bring to the house. Because I know whatever I bring to the house, I'm going to eat. So a lot of low quality food does not make it. Sometimes it makes it in my basket. But it don't make it to the house. You know what I'm saying? Like I see something like, oh, I'm getting that. But by the time I make it to the front, my mind has caught up with itself. Yeah, my rich mind has caught up with itself and it was like we don't need all this sugar. We gonna put the seriously, this literally just happened. It just happened. What did I have? What did I have in that basket and I put back? I traded it out for something else. I traded it out for some sugar-free cookies. I can't remember what I put back. But yeah. So it's a process, and your self. Whenever I say self, like your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, your self will take care of you as long as self know that you want to. You know, your self is gonna cater to you. Your subconscious mind, your heart, your everything, your soul is gonna cater to you. Okay? Your subconscious mind loves you so much that it's gonna give you what you want. That's whatever it is. If yourself wants alcohol, drugs, dope, crack, weed, whatever it wants, it's going to get it for you. It's going to get it. It's going to tell you, and that's what you want. Okay, it's going to keep triggering your mind that, okay, that's what we want. But when yourself begins to feel like you know it, that, okay, we won't, we say, treat like a third person. Treat yourself like a third person. She wants oranges. So self is going to trigger you. And when you put the cupcakes in the basket, self will trigger you. Your conscious will bother you. Self will trigger you and say, we don't want those. And before you know it, because your conscience just bothered you, just heard something like, I don't want those. And you done took it out your basket before you know it, because self loves you and self is talking to you and saying, hey, we don't want those. You know, you might talk back to myself like, hey, I want some cookies. Go with my ice cream. And I'm like, okay, well, see if we can find some sugar-free. So I went and got some sugar-free oatmeal cookies. And they weren't bad. Okay, they weren't bad at all. Yes. Some more things that I feel like is helpful. Whatever it is that is healthy or good for you, let's just say you're a person and you love oranges. Then eat more oranges. Again, something. I already knew, but fruit has sugar too. Fruits have sugar too. The fruit. I just Googled all of this. The fruits with the least amount of sugar are strawberries. Okay? So if you like strawberries, if you're like, oh, I love strawberries, then eat more strawberries. All right? Try not to do as many as the Nutter Butters as you normally would do. The honey buns you normally would do. Don't do so much of those. Substitute it with the strawberries because you said you like strawberries too, so do more strawberries and less Nutter Butters. You know what I'm saying? Work with yourself like that or whatever. So okay, let's just say you like chocolate covered strawberries. You want to dip your strawberry in some chocolate. Then go for the dark chocolate. And most of us, we don't prefer the dark chocolate, but the dark chocolate is better for you. With that KKO, it's a lot better for you than the milk chocolate. So you know what I'm saying? Just find little ways to be better to yourself, to feed yourself more quality food. Find little ways, and as you do that, it's a process. It takes time. It's a journey, not a sprint. And as you do that, self will reward you by helping you, speaking to you, and being there for you, reminding you of certain things that you want to do anyway. So, yes. Just a couple more things. Birds of a feather flocks together. I said this in another video. For some reason, it had just came to me. I've said it, and I just left it at that. But here now, we're talking about the 3 types of people: poor, rich, wealthy. Birds of a feather flock together. Who are you flocking with? Who are your birds? Who is in your circle? Who is your grouping? Who is your friends? Who is it? Who's your tribe? Family, even. Who it is that you hang with? Who do you spend all your time with? What type of people? So you could be or desire to be a rich person, but your entire crew that you hang with every day, they're poor. Birds of a feather flock together. That's not what I said in the video. What I said in the video was I said something else. Um, yeah. Something else. This is just something else that I wrote down for myself. It's just an idea. It's just an idea. I would like for my crowd of people, my circle, my gang, my girls, me and the girls going on a girls trip. Ooh, I would like it for all of them. I want them to be richer than me. I want my circle of friends to be richer than me. That's how I'm going to know I'm in a good crowd. That's how I'm going to know what kind of crowd I want to be in. The crowd of people I want to be in. I want all of them to be richer, wealthier than me. That's the kind of crowd I desire to be in. It's just an idea. Not to say I can't be around anyone whose mind is not richer than mine. I'm not saying that. But it's an idea that, man, I know I'm in a good. I know I'm in a good grouping of people. I know I'm. Yeah, the people I flock with, the birds I flock with, they all richer than me. That's like my desire. That's my idea. Yeah, even if you're talking about finances, I would like to be in a room full of people that's richer than me. That's the crowd I want to be around. I'm rich out here, but I'm in a room full of wealthy people. I think I'm in a good crowd. That's my idea. Okay. Thank you again for watching this video. Thank you for coming to my channel, The Garden of Eden. Yeah. The Garden of Eden. Work with me here. Okay? I'm back. Yeah. Affirmations. Repeat to yourself. I am rich. And no, first of all, when you say I am rich, first, we're not talking about finances. We're talking about your mind. A rich soul. I am rich. We're going to start there. When you start to know that your soul is rich, your thoughts are rich, the money flows. I am wealthy. Meaning I have wisdom. Yeah, we're going to know that first. Once you know that within self, then the finances flow. The assets flow. Yeah, you have to have a rich and wealthy soul first. Without a rich and wealthy soul, you can be rich. But for me, I'm going to tell you what I call that. When you're rich, but you have your soul ain't right, your soul dirty. That's fake money. That's what I think. That's fake money. Yeah, we want to start off with a rich soul, a wealthy mind. We're gonna start there first. We're not gonna jump right into it worrying about our money. I'm trying to get some money. No, try to get some wisdom. Yeah. Solomon could ask God for anything that he wanted. God said, I give you anything that you ask me for. And he asked him for wisdom. Now tell me if that ain't wise. I'm going to suggest sometime this week, tomorrow, tonight, if when you're confronted with certain situations, to be a giver. And that doesn't necessarily all the time have to be money. It could be your time. Again, it could be the shirt off your back. Give this week. Give this week. Yeah. And again, I send every listener, every viewer, every subscriber, I send you love and light and an extra blessing to your life this week. Yeah. I will not, I will not be silenced. Okay? Impossible